Have you ever wondered why diamonds are so hard to find? And if they are so hard to find, how do people find them? Well, although it's not very easy, the answer is very simple because there are dozens of methods, some of which are even used to find gold. But first, answer me one question. If I told you where to look, would you want to know how to find diamonds? Then come with me because in today's video, I'm going to show you how termites can help you find gold and diamonds. I know it sounds exaggerated and even hard to believe, but come with me and you'll understand better because if you've never thought about looking for gold or diamonds, this video will change your mind.
Jesus Christ! That is unbelievable!
Do you want to see something? Do you see this diamond on your screen right now? It was found by accident, almost found in the backyard, and sold for more than $10 million in its rough state. In other words, knowing how to look for these hidden treasures in nature is the kind of information that can really change your life forever. To give you an idea, if you were to find a large, good quality diamond, you can be sure that it would add a few $1,000,000 to your bank account, not least because it's easier to find a diamond than it is to win the lottery. So who knows, maybe your next find is right under your feet. But ironically, did you know that the best way to find real diamonds in nature is not to look for them? Seems a little counterintuitive, doesn't it? In case you didn't know, many people go looking for diamonds without knowing the secret. So if you find these signs on your land, don't ignore them because you could find gold and diamonds. Have you ever seen a termite mound or an anthill? Especially big ones with a very sharp edge? Did you know that recent studies have found that termites and ants can indicate the presence of gold and other precious minerals such as diamonds? That's right, but now I'm sure you want to know, how is this possible? Well, you're about to see one of the most interesting phenomena about the incredible things of nature, ants and termites that indicate gold, diamonds, and other precious metals. But how can this happen? Will termites bring diamonds from the Earth's depths to our hands, saving us a lot of mining and labor costs? Well, let's find out more about this story, answer these questions, and dispel some of the myths that have been circulating on the internet. If you've been following the videos on our channel, you've probably learned that there is a region of high enough pressure and temperature to crystallize carbon and form diamonds. And when a volcanic eruption takes place, this lava, also known as kimberlite, ends up bringing some of these diamonds to the Earth's surface. Over time, all of this lava turns into rock and ends up being buried by geological processes. And this process happens to many minerals. But how do termites and ants help find gold, diamonds, and other valuable minerals? For people who are more familiar with the subject, it's no surprise to learn that termites find gold. Normally, gold mines are found by geologists using techniques such as geochemistry and geophysics. But now those same geologists are getting a little help from an army of specialized miners the size of a grain of rice. Insect biologists from Australia have discovered that termites and ants are excellent indicators of the presence of gold mines and other minerals. In the first test of this new technique, the scientists found that a termite mound had an abnormal concentration of gold. Since termites build termite mounds using soil from underground, this indicated the possible existence of a large, previously unknown gold deposit a few meters below the surface. In the words of Iron Stewart of the Cecilio Research Center.
My research is really about finding new mineral resources in Australia. The problem is that we've got 150 years of exploration and most of the easy to find resources have been found. So what we need is new tools to find these resources, and there's plenty there, and we need to be able to find them in a cost-efficient way. So my research is using termites and ants, other insects, to get below a surface layer of transported material which is hiding future mineral resources.
But what scientists didn't expect is that nothing is hidden from termites and ants, right? These insects are nature's true diggers. With their adapted bodies, an army of termites is able to dig deep into the layer below the eroded and damaged soil, reaching the extracts that reveal traces of what is hidden in the layers below. In other words, the traces of gold and other minerals. And lucky for the miners, termites and ants bring these mineral signatures to the surface by depositing them in the outer layer of the termite mound. Researchers hope that chemical analysis of termite mounds, anthills, and even insects will eliminate the need for costly and frequent drilling to search for minerals underground. After all, insects already do all the drilling, bringing trace minerals to the surface from many meters underground, including fragments of kimberlite. So instead of spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars drilling randomly in different places in the earth until you happen to find some indication of gold, you take advantage of the fact that the termites and ants have already done the work and collect the soil samples they bring up from below for analysis. Dr. Stewart also demonstrated that insects also carry the signature of the minerals present in the soil imprinted on their own bodies. This means that the metals in the soil accumulate in the termites' excretory system. So even if the insects don't concentrate metals in their bodies, they actively get rid of excess metals. This process was revealed by the formation of small stones in the organisms of these insects, something very similar to kidney stones in humans. In short, this discovery is important because these termite and ant excretions are an active force in the redistribution of metals near the surface. It is also a very strong indicator that something valuable may be hidden beneath the termite mounds. The results should attract the attention of scientists in other parts of the world, especially in mineral-rich countries such as Brazil, the United States, Australia, South Africa, and many Asian countries. And after hearing this, you may have thought, but termites eat gold? Not really. Termites normally eat fungi and soil particles to get their nutrients, but they end up ingesting particles of gold and other minerals in the process. While some of these small traces of gold are ingested, they are brought to the surface by the termites. For this reason, the presence of gold deposits in termite mounds discovered by this study came as a surprise to scientists. But now that you know, these conclusions seem pretty obvious, don't they? Some countries even use this as a standard method for small-scale gold mining. More historical records have revealed that some ancient civilizations in Africa used termites and ants to find gold deposits in their area centuries ago. According to the knowledge of the most ancient peoples, in addition to gold, termites have also been known to collect almost all minerals such as copper, nickel, and sometimes even diamonds. To summarize the whole study, the main idea is that instead of doing a big, expensive, and labor-intensive excavation, you can just take a few samples from termite mounds and anthills in your area and perform the appropriate tests. Once the samples are analyzed, you can tell if there is a concentration of gold or other precious minerals in the area, and not just gold, but various other minerals and even diamonds. Many regions of both Australia and the United States are full of termite mounds, but they are generally found in almost all regions. This doesn't mean that if there is a termite mound somewhere, there will be gold, but it does mean that instead of spending money on an expensive search, you can take advantage of the work that termites and ants have already done by digging deep and bringing up the traces of gold. So far, there are no artisanal tests for finding minerals in termite mounds and anthills, but if you know of any, share them with us here in the comments. And if you enjoy the video, take the opportunity to tell us what country you're from. The tribes that used termites and ants to find out what minerals were under the ground probably had an ancient technique for locating them, because the oldest people in Africa had been doing this for centuries to find small deposits of precious minerals. But what happens when you find a precious gem? How do you identify it? Well, in that case, there are several videos here on the channel that will teach you how to identify different types of gemstones, including the digital gemology book for beginners, which is available at the first link in the description. Now, who would have thought that even without eating gold, termites and ants would be able to absorb minerals from the earth and then eliminate all the excess minerals on the surface, revealing whether or not there are signs of gold, diamonds, and other precious gems underground. In addition, did you know that it is also possible to find certain types of gems in the sand? To find out what these gems are, just watch this video. Thanks for liking and subscribing.